Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of my 4-part series on my EF Ultimate Break trip to London and Paris. This video is going to cover the transition period. We had just finished our trip in London and we are getting ready to head to Paris on the SNCF bullet train. Now this is a high-speed train that actually goes underneath the English Channel. They have a massive tunnel that goes from the London side all the way over into France, and then you eventually arrive in Paris just under, you make that entire trip in less than 3 hours, I believe, give or take a few minutes. But it was an amazing trip. It is just like flying on a plane. It puts trains in America to shame. The first clip you're about to see is going to resume with us arriving at the train station and just kind of getting a feel for everything. I made it my personal mission to track down platform 9 3/4 at the station, but at King's Cross, but I could not find it. I believe it was behind a checkpoint, but we didn't go into King's Cross. We went into another station to board the SNCF. Let's roll the clip. Heading to King's Cross station now. We're not taking the train from there, but we're heading to a train in Paris in a little bit. But first we're going to pay a visit to King's Cross. It should be right up the road here. Inside King Cross Station. Good Lord. Yeah, King's Cross was crazy, but there were some gates there, and I believe I've heard that they actually have like what looks like a cart going into the wall, like from Harry Potter. But I believe it was behind the security gate, so I couldn't get to that. So we went back to the other station, and that's where we were boarding the SNCF to head to France. And it was just like going through an airplane, like boarding a plane going international. You know, you had to go through border, like you had to go through a checkpoint, customs, all that stuff. When they stamp your passport, it actually has a little train on it, which I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, we just went to the waiting room and we just stood by while we waited to board our train. And it was a very simple process. We took an escalator from the waiting room upstairs, and that's where the train was waiting for us.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the code.
able to take the Eurostar was definitely one of the coolest experiences of the whole trip for me, because it was so different than flying was in the United States. Like, you had the speed of an airplane, but you were on the ground on a train. So you could see all the landscapes, all the countrysides, and going underneath the English Channel. Unfortunately, I didn't get video of it, don't know why, but we could just see the ocean coming, and it was like the train car slowly just got lower and lower until we dipped into the tunnel. And I've heard that some cars, ours didn't, but have like some kind of screens on the windows, so like looks like you're underwater. I hadn't seen that, but it's something I heard about. But that was one other souvenir that I did keep from the train trip, was my actual SNCF boarding pass. It was super cool to be able to take this trip. But yeah, anyway, thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Like, subscribe. This was part 3. Tune in next time for part 4, where I will cover all of our activities and the trip in Paris. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Have a good rest of your day.